Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, before I start giving you a breakdown on how to be financially free and how to live a life worth living, I want you to get a few important pieces of information that is going to help you throughout your entire life journey so that you can make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in a year, right? And not only make it, but keep it. Because it's really not about how much money you make, but it's about how much money you keep. And I do apologize if I sound a little bit winded. Just finished that workout, you understand? And, you also got to keep your body and your mind as sharp as ever. So definitely, your body is your temple, and make sure that you're doing what you need to do in order to be able to go out there and get it. So the first thing I want to talk about, because it's top of mind right now, is no matter how hard you work, no matter how nice you are, you always need to provide a value that is important to those around you. The reason for this is because everybody is replaceable except the person cutting the check. Let me say that again. Everybody is replaceable except the person cutting a check. Make sure you like, subscribe to this video, because whoever's not watching this is definitely not going to be on the path to financial freedom. If you've been knowing me, if you've watched me, if you've listened to me, you know this guy is a millionaire at 26 years old. This guy has 2 properties. This guy has hundreds of investments that are making him tens of thousands of dollars. I am that guy who has been working since 18, went through college, went to the Army, was running restaurants and managing different facilities for years. And guess what? All those 60-hour days, 70-hour days, not days, but weeks, and 80-hour weeks when I was on salary, not getting any extra money for it. The only thing that stopped me from doing was going out and spending money, because I was just so tired after work, so drowned in work. I'm looking at my notifications right now. I got $2,000 coming to the house right now for me to sell, package up. I can't make $2,000 in a week at work, but I can make that doing other businesses, doing other investments. So again, what I'm talking about is, look, when I'm making this video, it's one day before the first of the month. A lot of people may say, damn, the first of the month, I got so many bills to pay. As a real estate investor, someone like me, I get paid on the first of the month. I don't dread it. I wait for it. Okay? And then when the second of the month comes, I am praying for the first again. All right? Because every single month that comes, not only do I pay down all my mortgages and all my debts and all my loans, I am getting cash flow. I'm getting money. I am living a life worth living. I don't need to provide a value outside of the resources that I've provided, like you do at a job. So let me go ahead and talk about this, because there are people who dedicate their life to this job. There are people who dedicate hours on hours on hours on end to the work that they do. There are people who would give you absolutely no reason to look at them and say, this person is not doing what they're supposed to do. There are absolutely people out there who will sacrifice any and everything for the job that they're doing. Like I did when I worked at Amazon, my first job here in Ohio. Amazon, just in full transparency, and this is why you all watch me, because I'm super transparent, Amazon gave me $7,500 to fly from New York to Ohio. Amazon gave me another $3,000 in bonuses during the pandemic. I was making about $50,000 a year that year. No extra jobs, no extra nothing. Probably made about $65,000 just on the bonuses alone and everything together, right? Amazon still said, listen, we have all these allegations against you, which were absolutely invalid. Like, I have no reason to lie, right? And this was this was definitely 3 years ago now. And they said, hey, we have all these allegations against you. And this from my HR team, who I didn't really speak to all that much. And here's another thing. You're not building relationships. You're not speaking to people. You're not getting to know them. And in fact, you're building animosity because you're not utilizing anyone. You're not showing them that they're needed, that they're wanted, that they can actually support you. Because of this, people feel like you're just that lone dog. You're that one person who can get cut off. And so if they want to bring somebody in, somebody who's a better fit, meaning that they like more, they'll go ahead and do that. So if you have someone who does provide value, but excludes everyone else, guess what? You're the first one to get cut off in a team atmosphere. A team atmosphere means I need to take part in your success. And that's essentially what a lot of people want to do. They want to take part in your success. And if you don't allow for them to do that, if you don't allow for them to take part in your success, then guess what? They're going to cut you off at the foot. And so you have to have that understanding. You have to have that understanding. For anyone who's outside of New York, where productivity alone is not enough. You have to have relationships. You have to foster them. You have to build them. You have to let people know that they're important. You have to let people know that you want them to be involved. And because of that, they will allow you to be who you are, right? I'm still not the most talkative person. I'm still not the person who has to, I literally tell my bosses, I tell my coworkers, I don't need a job. In fact, unless they ask me, they don't know about my other business endeavors. They don't know about all the other things I'm doing. Currently, I'm working on making another $500, $600 a month outside of work. And it's because I have the time to do it with the work-life balance that this job allows for me to have. Not only do I already make what I make at my job not working, but I am planning on making more. And it's with these investments, with these businesses that I'm running that allows me to do that. But the reason I bring this up is because so many people invest so much time into their work, like I did when I worked at Amazon, like my friend did who used to work at Amazon, like another friend of mine who was working the job that I was working, who is no longer there. Again, you can invest all this time, all this effort, all these resources into your work. But if someone is not backing you, if people don't have your back, if people don't have your best interest, then guess what? You're just going to fall to the wayside. Right now, I have everyone championing me. I have everyone saying, hey, I want you to be the next leader after this person. I want you to be the next this after this person. And honestly, I don't even want the position. And you know what's always happened when I didn't want the position? I've always been thrusted into a position that I never wanted. For example, the first time I was a manager, Domino's wanted me to be a manager. I did not take the position. Then I was a security guard for Ally Universal. They wanted me to be a team lead. I did not want the position. It was forced upon me. Since then, I was a restaurant manager, then general manager, then Amazon store manager, then another general manager again, Army Life, general manager again, before finally taking a role in a different type of facilities, clothing industry, and I was a general manager again until they shut down all their stores in Columbus, and I had to pivot. And when I pivoted, I said, you know what, I'm going to look for something that best aligns with me, best aligns with my life. And that's where I landed here today, because as much as I do business, as a business person, you don't want your job to consume you. You don't want your work to consume you. So I do businesses that literally don't really require much of my attention, much of my work. It maybe 3 days, 4 days max I spend on real estate, period. All right. Outside of scrolling on my phone looking for new properties, I spend about 4 days on real estate, just talking to tenants, collecting money. It's really not even 4 days, but it's like the 4 times that I might reach out to them. Where's the deposit? Where's the rent? I don't even have to ask for rent most of the time, to be honest with you. It gets sent, okay? It gets sent in. I don't have to ask for it. If it hits the 4th or the 5th of the month and I don't got it, I'm already getting ready to file that eviction notice. But I promise you, I have not sent one eviction notice, not one. Because every time I get prepared to do it, every time I'm getting ready to fire that thing up, I always get that payment. And so, as quick as I am to stay on top of my business, as quick as I am to burn a bridge with a tenant, they are also quick to pay me, and quick to understand that, hey, this is a business. Give me my cash right now, so that I can move forward in the understanding that I'm going to have my mortgages are ready to be paid the month before. That's how much money is coming in. Like, all right, but enough about that. Again, I want to focus on what is truly important. Adding more value. You need to add more value. The reason I talk about this all the time is because you see it all the time. And people are not in my situation. This is the problem. And it really hurts me to know this. And this is why I talk about it, because I want everyone to be successful. And not everybody's going to go into business. Not everybody's going to go into real estate. Not everybody is going to invest and diversify as they should. Not everybody. But everyone who is everyone who is able to save. It's everyone who is able to maybe invest in their 401k and Roth IRA. It's maybe everyone who is able to get an emergency fund, 3 months, 6 months, even 12 months of expenses, especially if they're not investing. Everyone is capable of being prepared for a rainy day so that they can choose a job that they would truly love to work rather than a job that they're forced to work because they don't have any other option, because they're living paycheck to paycheck, because they have so much debt, because they're drowning. Before you focus on the raise, before you focus on anything else, focus on not drowning. You cannot drown, okay? And in order to do that, you need to focus on your bills, focus on getting out of debt. Or you'll be in a situation where you're shocked, where you thought you were getting a little bit of steam, and then boom, they cut you off at the feet again and again and again. Right when you finally say, I'm done partying, I'm done going out, I'm done eating out, I'm done going on vacation, I am ready to transform and change my life. You did it 8 months too late, 1 year too late, 2 years too late. You should have been doing it from day one when you was at this job. You should have been doing it to the point where you're not even asking for the raise. You're not even asking for the promotion. But you know what they did? They gave it to you anyway because all they saw is that you're diligent, you're hardworking, you ask questions when you're supposed to, and you're an asset to the job. And when they realize that, whoa, this person is just focused, this person isn't asking for nothing, they decide, you know what, it's time to bless this person. It's time to bless this person. This person is efficient. This person has great scores. This person is about their business. I'm going to bless this person today. And that's how I've always been blessed. You understand? I didn't focus on the promotion. I always focused on, I never had debt, so I've always focused on, actually, I'm lying. I had a car loan at one point. So I did focus on paying that off when I worked at Amazon, which led to higher rates, higher returns, higher profitabilities, higher efficiency at my job. But that didn't lead to fostering and building relationships. However, by the time I left Amazon, guess what? The car was paid off. I had zero debt, and I had a lot of money left over. I'm talking about tens of thousands of dollars before I transitioned into the restaurant industry where I made even more money, okay? So I say all this to say, I didn't have to worry about a car note. All I had to worry about was my rent getting paid, and I had such a savings cushion that it meant absolutely nothing. I'm talking about, listen, I have friends today that I still talk to today who were so vital to me being in the positions that I am in, who were so nice, who were so respectful, who were so responsible. And they're no longer there. They're not talked about. They're just whisked away at the wind, and everybody's going about their business, smiling, laughing as if the person never existed. And that's absolutely not okay. It's fake. And I understand that some people don't want to talk about it because it's business, and they feel as though, they may be next. They may be unable to voice their concerns, unable to voice their frustrations because they are living paycheck to paycheck. They can't talk about it the way I talk about it. But guess what? I'm always going to voice my concerns. I'm always going to say what's top of mind. I'm always going to say what I want to say. And you know why? It's because I am not chained to a job. I'm not chained. No job controls me. In fact, I don't need to work in order to make income because of the businesses that I run. But at the same time, I also need to understand, why was this person let go? What did this person do? Before I go over there and speak my mind, because a lot of the times I find out that when I do speak my mind, you find out that this person was not reliable. This person didn't show up on time. This person was always calling off. This person wasn't hitting their metrics. This person had very low quality. This person cared nothing about the job and efficiency, right? A lot of these things we start to realize over time. And then businesses do have a good reason to fire you sometimes. Sometimes not so much. And sometimes they do have a good reason for doing what they do. So we want to understand both sides of the coin and not just assume that this person was the greatest of all time and let go. No, we need to understand what exactly transpired and why this person was let go. So again, if you don't want to be in those situations, don't believe that you're irreplaceable. This person was at the job for 2 years. I've seen people at other jobs like Amazon for 6, 7 years who were promoted 3, 4, 5 times. You would think that at this point they can't be let go for something so simple. But yes, they are still let go 6, 7 years later. And so it's upon you to build your network. It's upon you to build your cushion. It's upon you to understand that a business does not care about your feelings. Okay? And it's only when you have separated money from your life that you can care about others' well-beings and other people's feelings, right? There's people who will talk about it all day. They'll tell you they care about you, but they really don't. I as hard as I am on people, I personally believe that I care more about you than anybody else at your workplace. You might not even know me, and I care more about you to tell you this right now than anybody else at your workplace. So again, start to make the change, start to make the difference so that you don't have to live check to check. And if you have any questions or concerns about what you should be investing in, what you should be doing, how you should tackle your debt, let me know in the comment section down below. It's not about the damn comments, bro. Just let me know what it is that you want to know. A lot of people text me on Facebook. A lot of people text me on social media like Instagram. A lot of people will just hit me up personally, and I will let them know, all right? And if you don't want it to be personal, then shoot me a DM or whatever, and I will still get back to you. There's a lot of people who I've given advice for free. There's a lot of people who I've given advice for a fee. I'd rather talk about it on social media like YouTube, because at least I know that I'm getting some views, I'm getting some traction, because a lot of people don't always take the advice that I give, even though they know it will work for them. And so out of frustration, I feel like I'd rather speak to the masses than speak to one person. And that's why I made this YouTube channel. I say it all the time, but that is exactly why I made this YouTube channel. So again, add value. Be the person that is not replaceable. All right? If you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace.